All right. Well, would you listen? There was my favorite Beethoven piece, particularly. Um, so I have to say, like, I've grown up with classical music all my life, and this was kind of made to enjoy it. You will enjoy this. And eventually I did. But I would say that particular piece, it caught my attention actually when I saw Mr. Holland's Opus. If you ever see Mr. Holland's Opus, he talks about his son. And Mr. Holland is a man who is just he's working on making his symphony, and he's a composer, and this is what he wants to do, and this is what he's passionate in life, and life just kind of happened to him and took him in another direction. Or as John Lennon said, life happens to you when you're busy making other plans. He ends up as a high school music teacher, Mr. Holland's Opus, and not what he felt like his calling was, per se. And he never gets around to completing his classical piece. It's always sort of like partially finished, it's mostly finished, and he never actually gets to see, well, you know, as far as we know, he never gets to see like his dream to fruition at that time. But he has this massive disconnect because he has a son, and his son is born and can't hear. And so this man who's just so on track, passionate about this one thing, which is music, and his son can't share it with him and stuff, and the disconnect and stuff, and it's just such a meaningful, powerful thing. And in that particular scene, he starts talking about Beethoven and how Beethoven loses his hearing over time, and he's passionate, and this is what he loves to do. And Beethoven starts to go deaf, and as he's going deaf, the he saws off. Well, the story goes he saws off the legs to the piano, lays the piano flat on the ground, and starts pounding on the keys so he can hear the vibration and feel the vibration and know what notes he's hitting. And supposedly, this is the symphony that he wrote, the seventh, um, while he couldn't, while his hearing is going. And so I particularly um, found this very moving. Just the story is moving, but also like Mr. Holland's Opus is a very moving movie. And so if you haven't ever seen that, it's actually really good with Richard Dreyfuss. And so that's why I particularly became affectionate to this piece. And let's get real. I mean, most of my introduction to classical music was through the Looney Tunes, like like every like major composers in the Looney Tunes. So there's that. So I'm not ashamed, but um, I really do love classical music, and I love movie soundtracks, particularly movie pieces. So I love the soundtrack to Cider House Rules a lot. The soundtrack to The Hours, which is Philip Glass. Cider House Rules is Rachel Portman. Other composers like that as well. So it moves me. What can I tell you? So I'm just doing an open hangout, nothing in particular. Open topic, whatever. The only request I'd have is like, if you join, don't be a dick. And like these are always sort of a risk. I put the link out, and sometimes somebody comes in and screams N-word, N-word, N-word. And so basically, if I don't recognize you, you're just not going to come in. Sorry. You have to build up some sort of rapport at some point. Um, One second. Somebody's at my door. Well, I do declare. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to get the door. Uh, Scott came home, and the dogs are like, places, please, places. They're all excited. Only people who can't sin can't join. Oh gosh. Yeah, that's kind of why I was talking about like the venial sin part. So we went over to MathPig's channel, and MathPig had a gentleman who was being interviewed and discussed with, who said that he can't sin. He's a Christian, but he cannot sin. He's incapable of sin. That was interesting. So I had a lot of questions about that, and how that works. And it's sort of like the opposite swing to like, I'm a sinner, I'm the worst of the worst, self-flagellation, and how it can go wrong in that direction. This is the other extreme where it's like I can do no wrong ever. And so that was very fascinating. Perry the preacher, yeah, that was interesting. A King James onlyist, that's always a flag. Um, and yeah, basically sinless perfection without any of the work. So very disturbing. Anyway, this is an open hangout. I have the link in the description. I threw the link in the chat. I'll do it again. If you'd like to join, that's cool. If not, I'm just gonna have to figure out how to monologue. And I'm not as clever as Drag, so this is gonna be a very short monologue if that's the case. I guess I could watch something with y'all. Um, I just got off work, so I'm chilling. This is like my happy hour. So worked really, really early. So I'm a Christian that sins about every 3 to 5 minutes, keeping it real. I mean, that's keeping it real. Got some venial sin going on. uh, I don't know what office tits means, but I assume it's like office rockers. I don't know. I'm not from the UK, so I don't know. I don't know this language. I can only assume. Well, if no one's gonna join, well then my next thing is I guess it's time to torture. So I'm gonna find something to watch then. In fact, we did talk about Preacher. I could review Preacher. Oh, Math Figs will love this. Just because I found it actually quite fascinating in a weird way. Let's see here. What kind of name is Math Pig anyway? Oh, look, it's Crafty. She gets the whole show. Oh, somebody came in. It is Jello. Hey, Jello, what's up?
Hey, girl.
I like the picture. Were you watching somebody in particular when you put that picture up?
Um, I don't know. The thing is, I'm always watching something horrible on the inner tubes.
Yeah, that's true.
But I just wanted to ruin your reputation. Come in here and tell everybody how fond I am of you and what a wonderful person you are, and as if they didn't know.
Oh God. Like, haven't you heard the news? There's like been some terrible, terrible outings of how horrible I am recently.
Uh, Let me guess. The fake great debate community.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, of
Oh,
course.
you're brilliant, Jello. You're on the nose.
Well, I don't pay attention to anything they do, so like it's an honest guess. It's an educated guess. It's an easy guess to make, but it's not. I can't imagine anyone else besides a bunch of fucking liars and retards hating you.
Oh, you're really sweet. Hey, Aries says preacher versus G-man on modern day debate. Make it happen. I think that would be pretty cool. Preacher says he cannot sin. He's incapable of doing anything wrong. We asked even if like he like ran around on his wife, like could he like then like apologize to his wife or nope, cannot sin. Like he can do the sin per se. He can do the bad thing, but he's gonna not call it sin. It was a trip. You should have watched him, Jello. It's fascinating.
I mean, it's. I know that's different than what Gary does, but it still sounds the same to me. Like, because Gary just believes he's forgiven for everything he does, so it doesn't matter what he does.
That's right. Gary up front says I'm a horrible person, so are you.
But it's very similar, right? He knows he's saved, right? That's like I don't see much difference in those two. Maybe they're taking different routes to get to the same place.
Jello, you have a fan.
Oh, am I loud over here? Sorry.
No, no, no. You have a fan. Green Soul says, "Yo, Jello."
Oh, hello. I don't have fans. That's I have people that find me humorous. We'll call it that. How about that?
So, did I torture you with Red's Rhetoric singing? Did you see that yet?
um, if I say yes, will you not play it?
Oh, I'm not gonna play it. I was just wondering if you
Okay.
saw.
No, I don't think I heard that.
Pretty bad. It's pretty bad. It makes Shani sing really good.
I mean, I like to sing on live streams sometimes because I know it's horrific. I'm like monotone. I don't really hear myself singing like you know what I mean? It doesn't sound anyway. It's fun for me to torture people in such a way. So I get it. I get it.
Oh yeah. Oh, we have more who have joined: Lulu, Melissa Boomer, and for fuck's sake, it's Fabio.
Hey.
All right,
Oh my
this
God.
place is pretty cool.
I'm your fan, Jello. Yay, Jello.
No, you're not. You're my friend. Stop it.
Oh yeah, okay, that's good. Well,
If there's one thing I don't need, it's an ego. You know, like, I mean, you know how often I'll get put in my place if I start getting a big head about anything. That's not good for me.
Yeah, fuck off, Jello. Yeah,
There you go. See, I need people like Fabio in my life.
I know.
Keep me grounded.
Listen, I'm always here if you need me. You know that.
I stalk Jello.
How are you, Melissa?
I'm fine, honey.
This is a cool room. I'm happy to be in here.
Yeah, it's a cool room.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's
Oh
pretty cool.
man. So Fabio, I have to confess to you my venial sin.
You what? Sorry.
You have to hear my sin.
Yeah. Carry on.
So I just had some pasta with sausage inside of it.
Okay. Did you like it?
I did.
Yeah. There you go.
He's just given up. He's like, you guys are all just
I
terrible.
know they're always fake. I know they're bullshit, but I love the I think they're TikToks, but I'm not sure. But they're really short videos, and it's like they're posted by this chick, and it's like a provoking my Italian boyfriend by overcooking pasta, or provoking my fiance, my Italian fiance, by putting cheese on fish.
Oh,
Wait,
that's
Wait,
listen.
what?
Everybody eats what they deserve. So
See, it
Oh.
doesn't say they eat what they like. You said they eat what they deserve, meaning that there's a right way, and a wrong way to do it.
oh, I'm not saying that. You say that. I'm not saying that.
Oh, I
So-
know what you mean. Yeah. I got you.
Why am I immediately picturing Steve's pizza?
Ew.
Well, the putting cheese on fish, it was like it was like like a pasta dish with like calamari or something in it, and she just started grating some
Jeez.
Parmesan on top of the noodles.
No.
Oh, and noodles. That's another one. Calling them noodles.
I remember a long time ago, discussion with Fabio and food and stuff, and I was like, I asked a question, but then I was like, yeah, but I don't cook. And Fabio was like, yeah, no, I don't. He couldn't wrap his mind around that. So I wonder what it. So the food that I deserve is.
I don't know. I can tell you what I'm I can tell you what I'm going to eat tomorrow evening. So
Okay.
I'm gonna have stewed rabbit in Barolo wine.
That doesn't sound good to me.
It sounds amazing.
I don't like rabbit. Just rather eat chicken.
It's great. I always cooking when I got American friends at home. I always cook rabbit just to freak the fuck out of them.
It
Yeah,
doesn't
but
freak me out. It's just I've had it before. I live in Holland, so they eat rabbit here, and just
I got
boring. But maybe that's the Dutch
relatives that
cooking.
are farm people. I've definitely eaten rabbit. I don't care for chicken though, so
Yeah, and rabbit tastes like chicken.
it tastes just like chicken.
Oh, Jesus
so,
Christ.
so
Rabbit.
chicken, you
Less a
can.
bit.
I mean, chicken's so bland that you can really make it into whatever. Like,
Oh, the one
yeah.
you eat in the US sure is bland. I mean, you wash it with chlorine for fuck's sake. I mean, it just
That's
you know
true.
if
I
you
don't
dead.
know
They have
what
to
you
do
guys
that with
eat.
everything they feed them.
Our food is bizarre. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I grew up in a very rural area and I'm older, so I've had a lot of rabbit as a kid. Not anymore, thanks.
Oh,
It's wonderful. I remember. I think it
You
was
call it bunnies
four.
if you really want to freak them out.
I think it was 4 or 5 years ago that I posted some pictures of a rabbit I was going to to cook. And the funny thing about dead rabbits, when you skin them, is that they look like babies. It's uncanny. So I just posted them to freak people out.
But you should call it bunnies if you want to freak the Americans out. We're having
Yeah.
bunnies tonight.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuzzy furry
No,
bunnies.
that's not how you say it. You say we're eating thumper.
I'm eating Bugs Bunny, so
Bugs
fuck
Bunny,
yeah.
then I would like.
Yeah, but Bugs Bunny is like a smartass. In my
He's
humble
a hare.
opinion,
Yeah, right.
I believe that
Bugs Bunny
Thumper is a
hair.
much more sympathetic character.
But Fab, I love quail, and I had that a lot as a kid too. Quail
Oh,
is lit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Quail is really good. Yeah.
Mhm.
I haven't had quail.
Would you
But
eat that
Bugs Bunny is
bunny?
supposed
Never
to
eat
Look
be
how
a
pheasant
cute
under
hare.
that bunny
glass.
is.
That's what my kids eat: pheasant under glass.
Well, see, you're getting it all wrong. We ate whatever we could hunt and get right then, and quail was one
You
of
know,
those.
roadkill.
Oh, you couldn't eat little Tom Rabbit.
Tom Rabbit.
He's so cute.
Look, I could be making a lot of dirty jokes, but I'm on Spackle's channel. I'm going to be a good girl right now.
Oh, I
What's a
think
venial
dirty jokes are
sin?
fine.
What's the difference in venial sin and a sin?
Venial sin is how Catholic Church delineates between a sin that you can commit and you die. And you're like, well, I committed this sin, but it's a sin, but like it's not a mortal sin. And then if you die in a mortal sin, it's like straight to
Like
hell.
suicide.
And that's why confession's important. Yeah. So
Is
suicide
there
could
like
be a
suicide
mortal
venial
sin, and
sin?
yeah,
I'm,
in
I'm no,
Catholicism it is.
I'm
It's
no
mortal.
Bible scholar by any means, but isn't there at least one place, or probably more than one place in the Bible, where it says a sin is a sin is a sin? Something like
No,
that. No,
no,
really? No?
no,
Okay.
no.
I really do. I come here to learn all of this because I don't know a
Oh
lot
God, I'm
about
sorry.
No, I know a lot about
I've come here to learn.
philosophical, academic philosophy, theological academic philosophy, but I don't know much about biblical.
Well,
Yeah,
it
but,
kind of
neither do I.
depends on the flavor of religion of
Yeah.
Christianity that you are, but evangelicals particularly like to say sin is sin is sin is sin is sin, and they don't make any delineation.
Also, I don't mind playing Dungeons and Dragons once in a while. So, I mean, to me, this is a lot the same thing. It's just a different kind of LARP.
So when you play Dungeons and Dragons, I've never actually played, but when you play Dungeons and Dragons, please tell me you're not a paladin.
I have before because I can do this voice. So I have done the Dirk Gently or the Dudley Do Right kind of. I have done that because role playing is a lot of fun. Pretending to be something you're really not is great fun. So I have done that, but it's not my favorite. No, not at all. But I have.
I'm actually DVRing Hitchhiker's Guide right now. So that's funny that you made that mistake, Jello.
Yeah, Dirk Gently. I did not. That's a great show, though. Holy shit, Dirk Gently's fucking good. But I did not mean to do that.
Waited to make the film until they could make it right. Thank you for having me. I'm gonna run because my battery's dying already. I'll just lurk from afar.
I miss you, Melissa. You need to come and hang out with me now and then again.
Miss you too, babes. Okay, bye everybody.
Bye-bye.
I like what April said, like she's forgotten the Bible after a year of Lowell's cows. Yeah, it's quite the year.
Well, you can kind of feel that way after you study theology too, because there's so many conflicts.
That's how you say the sin is a sin is a sin, but I mean, it depends on who's preaching in the Bible, what story it is God, like if God does it's not a sin. Like it's a big fucking mess. But all I know, the only difference I knew was like mortal sins, like if you die in that sin and like suicide, then you're fucked, and if you deny the divinity or whatever, you're fucked. And fucking bullshit like that. I mean, no offense.
I just want to know what's on your head.
That's a glass of it's alcohol. It's blue though, so it's like my hair.
Is it like an electric lemonade?
No. It's I forget the name of it, but there's Wicked. It's called, and Wicked. But like it's like it's like a spritzer or something like that. I forget what's in. I think vodka's in it, and then blue stuff.
Yeah, the
so I put it on my head.
Starts with an S. I can't think of the name, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, that's at Rebellion Festival. It's just something we do. I could barely do it the last 4 years. This was taken a long time ago.
You look really drunk in that picture.
I'm really happy.
Like your cheeks are fully pink. Like you look very.
Yeah, it was fun. It was at that moment too. It was really fun because it is something like this one girl. She can go into the pit and keep that fucking glass on her head. It's really amazing.
In the pit? Wait.
In the mosh pit.
Oh my god! Are you the person that spilled on me? No, that wasn't you.
And no, unless it was on purpose. And yeah, but she can go in there like just and push people around shit and keep that fucking glass on her head. So in honor of her, every time she puts it on her head, we all put it on her head. But that was like, I can only do it for 5 seconds because I'm too jerky.
That's funny. Last time I was in a pit with alcohol. It was for the distillers, and they were opening for No Doubt, actually. And this chick, this is in Orange County, or actually Long Beach. This chick is like, I don't know, really drunk, and she's got like her glass of beer, and she just keeps sloshing it all over my clothes, and I'm getting mad. And finally, I just grabbed the cup and just dumped it over, so it just fell all over the ground. And
I would have been like,
and my friend's like, "You're gonna get a fight," and she's like pulling me away, and I'm just like, "Listen, I am wearing half of her drink already. We might as well just finish that off."
I usually, because especially at this particular festival I go to, Rebellion. Oh my God, do you know like the darts that the competition in England, like they have a competition every year of darts, and 180.
No, anyways, I don't know. This is a thing.
Yeah. No,
it is a thing. Yeah,
it's a thing. And on the BBC they play it like, and The scores are like 140.
I thought darts were just what you played when you were really drunk and had nothing
Well,
else to
there's
do.
like it's unlike most sports. There's a
Yeah,
beer. There's
she's
a table full of beer and pitchers next to the darter or the
yeah, she's
player or
talking
whatever.
about the UK for sure.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Well,
And
it's not only UK. I mean, the Netherlands is doing good, but
yeah,
Germany, yeah.
Netherlands has done good off and on, but I don't follow it like that so much. But it was especially before the internet and like the TV here. So we had the BBCs, and it just would come on after everything and late night. It's 140. But my point was that where that takes place is the Winter Gardens in Blackpool, England, and it's this massive building, one big giant building, and also dancing with the I don't know whether that dance show they have takes place there too. But this place, so they have the Rebellion Festival, which is like 200 bands and 8,000 punkers and 4 days, and there's like six different stages within one building. But okay, so then it's England though, so they never installed any kind of ventilation, and it's massively hot in there. And coming back to your point that like I would never throw beer on somebody else. I usually like halfway through a set from some band, I usually end up throwing it on myself. Just it's so fucking hot.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine having alcohol near a mosh pit. It would just
Oh no,
it's
yeah,
alcohol
there it
abuse.
is. 140.
That's just alcohol abuse. You're going to spill your beer. And it was the last show I moshed at the band set was a lot of fun. So I want to share too. A few years ago, Death Grips Ministry went on tour and had Death Grips
Oh,
opening up for them. So I got to make my post 40-year-old body pretend that it was my 15-year-old body again. And
We've been talking about the old
it's not it was that was rough, but it was fun.
Oh, even when my hip was the worst, like in like the last year, I would still go. I would still go and stand right at the stage. It's been. Sometimes I'll go into the pit. Like I like to do like a punk rock tango. Just grab somebody and do the tango, like but just push people around with your arms. But
Yeah, going up to the stage used to be a lot of fun until people started doing that crowd kill shit where they're just going around kicking their legs up as high as they can and swinging their arms, and they're not afraid to punch people in the head.
well, that's
I,
just not. That's just not done. Like,
yeah,
that's
well,
not.
it's
So
not.
usually those
I hate
people
it.
get thrown out of the pit pretty fast. I mean, even now. But my thing was always just standing around, just pushing people back into the pit. It's a good way to get your aggression out.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
wall powers. I love that.
Yeah, but it is part of it because they always come and fall over in front of you and shit, or or especially the ones who like to stay around the outside of it bit, like, and then they bump into
You ever make a friend
right?
there? You ever make a
They
friend
want to
there
go
doing
in.
that where you're just standing there making a little human wall and you put your arm up and someone else puts their arm up and you just have your forearms like bracing each other and you're using your other arm to throw everybody else back in? You ever made that friend?
No, it's more like people who want to pretend like they're in the pit, but they just hang around the edges. But what happens? They keep bumping into you because people are bumping into them, but they refuse to engage. So I just
Yeah, you need people to push them back in.
yeah, that's me.
Yeah, no, I get it. I've
The
been
wall
there.
power. Yeah. The perimeter. Secure the perimeter, Lulu.
Secure the perimeter. But like it's even as I was, fucking on my cane and shit, and I would still go. And the worst thing, like, I got my hip surgery, and I'm so in good way, and there's no gigs. I haven't seen any bands for like a year, and I'm dying a little inside. Like I see my
I
friends and
can't
stuff.
tell you
But
how bad I want to
concerts
get that down
are
here. Yes, I feel you.
the concerts are where the social life happens, right? I went out drinking with my friends on Friday, and we were all like, "This is great," but just one fucking band. Since I was 17 years old, that has been where socialize, and I don't go to bars. I don't hang out in bars, restaurant,
See,
or whatever people do.
I'm a old
Go
fuddy
see live
duddy.
bands, and that hasn't happened in fucking a year and a half, man. And I'm
I,
losing
I
my shit.
I dig a good dive bar, like where you're just chilling, and it's not like I hate clubs. Like
Well,
clubs are
some
useless.
there's a couple dive bars here, but mostly there's brown bars, what they call them here, and they are very neighborhoody. And when literally they're the type you walk in and like it all goes silent. Who's that? Like it's not pleasant. Like I don't want to hang out in a bar for 20 years before I can finally have fun in it. So fuck those people. But even if I did do that, and there are like what you call, and one of the saddest things about a dive bar, I don't know, it's a nice little tiny club that's a bit of a dive bar, but they regularly had bands, which they can't do right now, and for the last year and a half, so it's
Yeah.
even worse. And when I'm sorry, they did have a couple bands in last summer, but we had to sit. They made us sit in chairs, and yeah.
Oh, ah,
Literally, my friend too.
for
Like my friend
for
went to
punk
this
rock,
other
you're
place.
sitting in chairs.
Yeah. Right,
Oh,
and
that's like
my friend was like, he went to this place, and they couldn't sell alcohol. That was what they advertised. Like we
Were the
will not.
chairs connected,
Uh,
like to the floor? Like, I did people were people
by
throwing their
chains.
chairs? Well, no,
No.
but like, was it like bench seating or something like that? Was it like
No. They were little tables, and like three chairs
so
to
shit
table.
could get turned over and tossed and thrown and stuff?
No, well, I just said no because there's no standing up, there's no dancing, like, and it's advertised like, and they wouldn't sell. They said what they advertised was we will not be selling alcohol. But I told my friend, like just take it with you, right? Like so they can't sell it doesn't mean you can't drink it, right? And yeah, I mean he did, and everybody else did too. But at the one he went to, there was no clapping allowed either. Oh
What?
no. They
I
could clap.
don't. I
what?
can't.
I'm
I
sorry.
can't even.
They could clap. They couldn't yell or scream because you know
So clapping's allowed, but okay, because they
clapping's
don't want you
allowed,
to
but you can't
spit.
yell and scream. So it
Yeah.
was like polite clapping around tables, around the table and chairs, and yeah, punk rock, woo. It was
Huh.
it creates a mind pit, So
So when
yeah,
are we gonna get out of this pandemic?
I don't fucking know. But I'm coming to LA in San Diego in March because there's a punk rock
What?
reunion.
You're gonna have to visit me, or I'll
Yeah, in
visit you.
2010, I think it was. We had like for all the punk rockers hung out in like the early 80s, late 70s in LA. So we had a punk rock reunion, and then March is the sequel. So I thought, yeah, I'm gonna go, and yeah, I'll be in San Diego see my sister. So you should
Yeah,
get in touch.
let me know. Let me
Yeah, I
know.
will.
And then grab a beer or something. Go somewhere cool.
In some dive bar.
Good. I could connect.
San Diego's like I like San Diego though. I do. Well, my sister actually lives in Encinitas, but close enough.
Oh, Encinitas is really nice. I'd love to live there. I
Yeah.
can't afford there, but I'd love to
No,
live
she
there.
can though. Yeah. Yeah, they're like a couple hills away from those cult people who killed themselves. They were all wearing Adidas or something, and to catch Comet Hale Bopp.
Yeah, the Hale Bop was over
Yeah, and
there.
they were in one of these like really, really massive mansions and stuff. Like 2 hills over from my sister.
So I'm afraid to be in large groups. Like they're doing concerts again here, and I'm
Oh,
like,
lucky
I don't. I just I'm in 2020 we actually had tickets to see Alice Cooper and was it They Might Be Giants? It was either They
Oh,
Might
like
Be
they might
Giants.
be done.
It was either
Sun
They
is a
Might Be
madman.
Giants or the Violent Femmes. They were both coming that year. It was the Violent Femmes. Okay, so we had tickets for Alice Cooper and the Violent Femmes but also there was They Might Be Giants and one other band that I really wanted to see were coming out here that year, and it was just gonna be a great year for me. None of that happened. None of that, and we still haven't gotten our money back from like the Alice Cooper show. That's hurtful.
Well, the clubs I had tickets for that year they just keep extending it and saying, like I had for Social Distortion and then Me First and the Gimme Gimmes. And the Me First and the Gimme Gimmes were supposed to play in September, and then they canceled. So it's all fuck. But I would love to see They Might Be Giants. The sun is a matter.
They're a lot of fun. I think I'd enjoy seeing Social D again. I haven't seen them since I was like I don't know, maybe
Social D
20.
still playing? Like,
yeah. Well, they were supposed to play not this June, but the June before.
I mean, I've seen them before. I mean, how can you not love them? Like,
I think like that. My friend, like, so I know them, but like it's been like fucking 30 years since I have seen them. But my friend grew up with them and went to high school with them. And the singer, like, he's one of the few where you could just he's dreamy. Like he was anyways. I don't know what he looks like now, but
that's
you
so
mean
cool.
that big goofy looking dude with all the eye makeup?
Yeah.
Okay.
My claim to
he
fame.
used to wear this fucking cool hat. I can see it right here. The picture from their first album, and it was inside the album I mean, he was wearing suspenders and shit, you know, like because nobody else did, and he had the cool fedora. Anyways, but he's short, so it was never a thing for me.
Y'all are like, yeah, we've hung out with Social D, and I'm like, I've hung out with Switchfoot and POD back before they made it big, and and people just go, ah!
Well, I'm gonna go because I never heard of them. Who was a Switchfoot?
Yeah, Switchfoot and
No.
POD.
I don't know.
No,
I've heard POD. Not really my kind of music, but I've heard them.
Yeah, they're hardcore punk, but like they're likable folks actually. The POD.
Like, so have you always liked the hardcore punker thing, or because you don't?
No, I'm kind of eclectic. So like when I was 19, like we went to like a lot of shows, like local shows and stuff like that. So like I saw Dogwood, I saw Blink-182, I saw
Rancid, maybe San Diego.
Rancid I've seen a few times.
I love Rancid. Blink-182.
And then because I was in the Christian, groups too, like POD was like a big one for us, and
was that a Christian? Well,
it's Christian punk hardcore that made it into the secular.
I know you're old enough, Holly. Did you ever see Stryper?
I'm old enough to know Stryper and hear Stryper, but Stryper is actually technically they're not good, but like technically they're like a little bit older than me. So if you're 10 years older than me, you're likely have owned a Stryper album. But if you're my age, you'd likely be owning like the Newsboys or something else.
Oh my God! God's not dead.
No, I'm just trying to tell you, like, there's like that weird, just slight difference. But yeah, I was never really big in big hair, and that's what Stryper is big hair. Petra was a little bit better, and I did like a couple Petra songs, but
hair rock, rock out, Chicago.
Yeah, hair rock, and then it just kind of died when grunge kind of rolled in.
It's called glam. It's called
no, that's 70s. That's something different.
No.
Hair rock is Bon Jovi. There's a rock out with your cock out. It's total Bon Jovi 80s hair rock. Yeah, no, she's right. You're wrong. Because glam was totally.
I don't know if I'm gonna win this or not. I just kind of throw it in the same bin. They got the Flying V Dean guitars and shit.
Yeah,
I mean, I admit that when David Bowie was doing glam, there was nobody that looked like Poison, right? The band Poison, but
glam was glam rock. That's why it has that name. It wasn't hair rock. I mean,
I categorize them similarly, like cousins.
We used to call it like punk rock. Yeah. I mean, that was like 80s, like a Stripe or two came out then. But like, I don't know, Christian punk rock bands, just, I don't know anything about them. And it's the same with me for straight edge, right? No drugs, no sex, no alcohol. Like,
Oh my
what the
god, I
fuck
had
is
some
wrong
friends
with
that were
you?
straight edgers and they were like a little bit too intense. Like it
I
turned
just
into a
straight edge
cult.
was always just, what's the point? Like, what's your fucking point? Like, you know, it was so. I don't know. Like, I never got. I never being from LA, two straight edge never get caught on, and it was DC and Boston and stuff. But I can never wrap my mind around it. Like, just if you don't drink or whatever, then why does it have to be a thing? Don't do it then. I don't know. Like, whatever. But the same thing goes for Christian punk rock. It's just a contradiction, and you can't. I don't know. I guess you can sing about God in an angry manner, but
No,
whatever.
I liked Dogwood. Dogwood was good because they're a Christian band, and when they sung about things that made other Christians uncomfortable sometimes, and they'd get kicked out of church for it. But like they would sing about abuse and surviving that and shit like that. Things that you should be angry about.
I guess, like, yeah, you can be angry about those things, secular or Christian. I just think it doesn't. Yeah, it's
Minor
not me.
Threat. I
And
don't know
Christian
Minor
punk
Threat.
rock is like not something I would check out. Although I've seen some YouTube series about this one guy, I forget his name now, a long time ago, did a whole thing on Christian rock and like what he used to like when he was a kid. Oh, it's just all terrible. I don't know. Sorry.
I hit a button. There we go.
But isn't God like isn't Christian isn't it supposed to be if you're a true believer, you feel peace and love and contentment and so on because now you're saved. And I just don't see how that generates anger about
I don't think
much.
you'd be well, I never viewed it that way because like there's a lot of angst in the Bible, like a lot.
Yeah, but true believers will always claim to have the inner peace and because now
That
whatever.
supersedes like
I,
ultimate purpose. Yeah, maybe, but like yeah, like people still go through shit. It doesn't matter what flag you fly.
well, tell them that.
Oh, they
But I
know.
mean, like
They
my
know deep inside.
I think my sisters finally. I mean, we grew up with nothing, like nothing. It was a Unitarian church for a couple of years, and they would always send the kids out to the playground, and that was about it. And
Do you
then
do you guys know the
that was
band
it.
Minor Threat that
Yeah,
Green? I
yeah.
don't.
I've
I
I
don't.
heard of them. I may have heard
love
them.
Minor
I
Threat.
can't bring them to
Was a
mind
great
right now.
band. They were quite straight edge, but yeah, they were in the beginning. There's a documentary about American punk rock called American Hardcore, and they go from city to city documenting like the early days, the beginnings of punk rock in all the big cities. And Minor Threat, he does a great interview too. How it was DIY. He showed how they would glue together the single covers, right? Because it was total DIY. Like they would
I
have their
really
singles.
enjoyed the Great Rock and Roll Swindle.
Mm. Yeah, that's not a documentary though.
It's barely a movie,
It's barely a movie,
but
right?
it's fun. There's some cool
Yeah, it was
songs
pretty
in
fun.
there, and there's some great scenes. If you don't want to watch the Great Rock and Roll Swindle, at least type it into YouTube. There will be some cool clips.
Yeah. No, it was fun stuff, but like, yeah, like I said, a documentary.
That version
But
of
it's
Who Killed
Malcolm McLaren
Bambi.
talking about how he created an evil, this great band, which is like that's why it's not a documentary because he's just full of shit. But it is fun. I like
How
the
about
pirate
that
song.
version of
Riggin' it
Who
to
Killed
Riggin', yeah.
Bambi, sung by Tudor
Who killed
Total?
Bambi?
That
And
was
I
a
kept thinking
good.
to
Oh my!
myself, like,
And I don't know how to say
nobody
his
killed
name.
Bambi. They killed his mother.
It's like Tudor Tadpole or something. Anyone know the guy?
Yeah. It's a great song though. Who killed Bambi? I like friggin' in the river. Friggin' in the river.
Yeah, but that's
But
it's
the killing, who
controversial.
killed Bambi is just like nobody killed Bambi. They killed his mother. Stupid hunters, right? Like, so he got it wrong right off the bat. That's all I could think of the first time I heard that song. But Bambi didn't die. Bambi didn't die in the movie.
I think that went along with the whole detective sleuthing part of that movie. Like I said, it's barely a movie, so now
It's
you're
like,
making me defend it by saying things I don't want to
no,
say.
but I liked it. I just
It's
it's for
just fun.
entertainment.
That's
So.
all it is. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's like what was that Perry Farrell movie? The Gift. Did you ever see The Gift? Yeah, there it is, right there. 10
Tenfold tutor. Yeah. The Gift.
Yeah, it's
No,
you know who Perry Farrell is, right?
he's from the that band.
There's a
Porno from High
couple.
Rose,
There's a couple
Yeah.
movies.
Jane's Addiction.
Yeah, Jane's Addiction. That's right.
He's got. I think he's like the guy that he's at least part of the he created Lollapalooza.
Yeah. But I've never seen The Gift. What's The Gift?
It's a pretty underground movie he made back in like the early 90s.
Nope. Doesn't ring a bell.
It's bad. It's hardly a movie, but there's some scenes here and there. It's one of those things.
Well, like one good like underground Suburbia was a really good movie, and I have several friends in that movie, like Peg Leg. But it's a really good movie on but it's barely there's no storyline really. It's just punk rockers in a house and at a gig.
All right. I'm going to show you something, and I want to see if you recognize the background singer. Now, I'm going to play some Christian hardcore rock. It's BOD. So you're going to have to tolerate it for a second. But let me know if you recognize who's singing in the background.
That sounds like a great idea because I've always wanted to take up cutting.
All right, let's see. Okay. All right, I'm going to show. Okay.
It looks like they got the bassist from Korn in 1990.
Yeah, that looks like it too. But
yeah, he does have that like dread thing going on.
And fat.
Is it the guy from Korn? You went off Christian?
No. He's from San Diego. Look at the back. Who is that?
The girl?
Is she? Do they sing Friday? Is that Rebecca Black?
Nope. But look at her again.
No.
See if you can recognize who that is.
It's Alanis Morissette.
Ouch. No. No, I can't. Like it does like it's around the edges, but I'll never guess it.
I'm going back to my Rebecca Black guess.
No, it's not Rebecca Black. Poor Rebecca
That
Black.
was really dramatic. I didn't mean to get out of the stream. I meant to stop what I was saying. So,
was it Rebecca Black?
Girl, and I liked it. That's good.
Mama Rose thinks it's Katy Perry.
It
Is
is.
it Katy Perry?
Oh
Holy
my
shit.
God.
Katy Perry had her start in Christian music.
Yeah, but I don't even know. I mean, I barely know what she looks like. I don't know.
I
Katy
kissed
Perry.
a girl and I liked it.
That's my gift of being in Europe. So that's
your
the
gift
advantage.
is you miss out on Katy Perry.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. That's one of the advantages of being here. That and healthcare.
But so now you guys know.
Well,
they have universal healthcare in Italy.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course, right? Like, of course, right?
It's like we're civilized.
Yeah, I mean, And so, like, it's just, yeah. I mean, in the 90s, I got very homesick. And I kept imagining, I said, go home, go home. I got mostly homesick for my friends and stuff. And I thought, I'll get off the plane, and I got nothing. But especially, I got no health care. Like, how can I leave here where my daughter, she's going to get braces, and we get a wheelchair and all the stuff. We got all the stuff. And it's what kept me here. So, yeah. And you still don't have anything. It's so sad.
Yeah, and we, in our wisdom, have linked our health insurance to the jobs that we work, which can sometimes
that was the
cause
original
that to be
mistake.
constrained. Yep.
To attach the healthcare to your workplace. Service, hello.
Problematic.
It's just like old days.
Hey, sir.
Hello.
Had my headphones turned all the way up.
That way,
How's teaching the fire sciences?
Right.
Professor
Yeah, it hasn't
Serb.
started yet. Those classes don't start until like October.
So now that you're a teacher of the fire sciences, sir, do you just set like buildings on fire and tell people to go in it?
Some of it actually, yeah.
To teach him not to be scared.
Yeah, we got some concrete buildings that we stack a bunch of pallets in and put pallets on the walls and stuff and light it all on fire.
I have a Scottish skit for you next time you lay the pallets.
Okay.
It's the pellets. We got the pellets. Pellets. More pellets.
How much are you required to lift to be a firefighter?
That depends on what state you're in.
Okay, your
And it
state.
also depends if you're volunteer or not.
Let's pick the
Your
burning
state, you're
state.
getting paid.
Let's pick the burning state, aka California.
Okay, California, and you're getting paid.
We're always
If
on
you
fire.
want an answer to a question that he probably knows, you might shoot for, I don't know, maybe the state that he's in. Maybe
I said
he would know how much a fireman is required to lift.
I don't
in
want
his
to
own
out
state.
him.
But Holy has a
Yeah, I
point,
understand. No, I get that point of it, but how the hell is he going to know how much a fireman has to
He's
lift
a
in
professor.
California?
He might know.
Because he's gone to fight the California fires.
He's not a professor in California.
So the
But
thing
he would know the regulations of California. Service, California. Do you know it?
I don't know it on top of my head. I'm going to imagine it's something similar here,
Right.
which is in order to get the license, there really isn't to get qualification license. There really isn't a minimum that you have to be able to lift, like per se. But to
That's
join
what women
to get on the roster of any paid fire department, you have to be able to fireman carry 200 pounds with equipment. So that would be
Oh fuck me.
that'd be between 250 to 300 pounds.
I think about that equipment, and I just like, it's not for me because I never thought.
Oh, I know about Google, but I'm being lazy because we have an expert in the room.
Yeah, I mean it's a conversation, man.
Not only is he an expert at being a fireman, he's also an expert at picking up heavy things and putting them back down again.
Yeah,
That's right.
Woo!
Serb's one of the few people that looks good in a Speedo.
Oh God, do you think so? I don't think so. The Speedos never look good.
Well, hold on. Now give it.
I know the picture, and I've already told Sir like.
Well, maybe the viewing audience would like to see it.
Well, I can find it.
I'm gonna put up a different one because I find this one much more sexy. There we go.
Okay, so, but I'm not into muscly guys, so that's what I told Sir. And then
It's just like that line from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I don't like men with too many muscles. Just one big one.
No, that's just stupid. Like, stop it.
I feel like Serb is Jello's favorite Marvel superhero.
Right?
Yeah, in a way, yeah. Except he's better.
Well, the
He's so
picture-
much more real-ish.
Well, that video was for Daddy. I still have that video that was for Daddy.
Oh, there you go.
Rose wasn't impressed by your pic, just so you are aware.
That's fair.
There you go.
It wasn't in very high quality either.
Oh well, I don't think that was the well. I mean, impressed maybe, but like finding it attract. Like I don't. Yeah, it would be hard for me to find anybody in a speedo. Like, first of all, it's speedo, and then that nothing else matters.
What about like Tommy Chong when he was playing Bruno Hakalugi?
What if it's a
I-
loincloth like Tarzan?
I
A
have
loincloth is fine. Speedo's not. Just
Okay, loincloth's cool.
like I don't know. Like I think that muscle, like weightlifter, that kind of shit. They wear speedos for a reason, like for the I don't know because yeah. I mean, yeah, but speedos are just wrong. Like Service, do you wear speedos if you go to a beach or a pool or a public swimming area?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There isn't that
Oh,
many
God, you're
pools
like
around me,
horrible.
but
You're
yeah.
one of those. Just don't scare the kids that way. Even
I can't
Holland,
imagine. I
here,
can't
the guys don't wear
imagine.
speedos anymore.
I can't imagine Serb at a pool, like a public pool, I see Serb down at the creek, or
I was gonna say he would dig himself a creek before he would.
a slough. You ever swim in a slough, Serb?
I
You ever
no.
swim in a slough, Serb? That's not easy.
Never have.
I was thinking he would dig himself a hole in the backyard before he goes. Like,
By the way, Jello, it's creek.
You don't say crick in your area? Are you sure?
No, we
Like,
do.
that's
It's just
Appalachian
crick
thing or
is
something.
like contaminated water.
Is that true? I thought it was just Appalachian or something.
Well, I'm sure it is somewhere.
Yeah, but we like to where you live in a farm in the middle of nowhere, so you say crick. That's just fact. It's just science. Don't you have a fucking crick in your backyard or something?
I mean, I have a few. I mean, I think they're called channels because they're a little bigger.
Oh, we have channels here. Yeah, lots of channels.
But yeah, there's a couple running through my
Especially
property.
in the
But I
farm
have
area.
I have a big pond that.
Yeah,
call
that was
lake.
it. That's why you wouldn't be in no public pool. I got my pond.
All right, I got to address the question in chat. Someone asked if he's in Philadelphia because we're teasing him with the word crick. No, we're just teasing him. We're not actually using his local dialect. We're just teasing him because we like to tease him. The thing is, he's a little bit too perfect. There's no way that this guy has the depth of ever having been stuffed into a locker in middle school, right?
Oh
so
there's no
he needs some verbal abuse from time to time, and I'm sure he deserves it.
Yeah, but I am serious. Like, it's not just because he needs to take down a peg or so, but I don't like speedos. They're just wrong. Yeah,
They're just wrong.
You're really stuck on this and adamant.
Oh yeah. Speedos suck. Like, it's just not attractive. But
what do you think about Jitos?
What is that? What? A what?
It's a Speedo that's made out of jeans. It's called a Jito.
So they're like
Jesus fuck.
So they're like Daisy Dukes. But
Daisy Dukes.
Oh my god, that's just fucking hillbilly. So.
Daisy Dukes for guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's also like Santa Monica Boulevard and Male Hustlers. The little fucking anteater peeking out and shit.
So, Fabio, when you joined, did you think maybe this was going to go a different way?
I just joined so that Holly would not be able to make a comment on yesterday's video. So that was the only reason I joined. So, she said if nobody's gonna join, I'm gonna review the video and say you're fucking. I mean, we gave enough. We gave enough space to that guy. He doesn't really need to. So yeah, I'll join.
Harry the preacher.
Yeah.
Well, I joined because I was afraid she was gonna not. Because she's like, I'll monologue, but I'm not as good as Drag, and she's already started, shooting herself in the foot. And I'm like, oh, she's just gonna quit.
Jeez, thank you for your mercy joints.
It's okay.
No. I
monologue.
love hanging out with you and talking. You know that. You know how I feel about you. Big
I
hug.
like these old timey fucking hangouts, man. It's nice. And also drag monologues about stuff like like
Yeah.
a specific thing in his title. That's sort of just you know
Well, he has a certain
expressing
skill
about the
set for
subject
that,
matter.
where
But
most of us run out of things to say.
oh my god,
he's
maybe I
he's
should
pretty
do
good.
hang out. I never run out of, or so I'm told.
The
Then I
Lulu
got in a big fight with
monologues
a
bring
friend
out.
this weekend because he's like, "Yeah, but you never stop. You say I can, cut in, and if I don't cut in the middle of your sentence, then I'll never get in there. Then twice. No, cut in with, "Hey, I got something to say when you're done." And you say, "Yeah, but you're never done." And it's like, "But you got to tell me I need to be done, and then I'll be done."
So Fabio, isn't it late where you're at? Like, let me think.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, it's midnight.
midnight. Yeah.
Midnight. So
Yeah, I gotta
okay.
take my dog out. Gotta go sleep. I have to work tomorrow.
So serious
But
question for folks in Europe. Like Europeans, you guys seem to stay up really late. And I'm sure you must work early in the morning, right? Like, so how do you
yes,
do it? Do you
yes.
take a siesta at some point, or like, what happens?
Well, I don't
No,
need like 12 hours of sleep. I guess like I have to get up at 6 because I have to take my dog out, and also I have to fiddle around for an hour before I go to work. Otherwise, but I could get up at like fucking 8. If I didn't have a dog, I could get up at 8 and get ready and go at 9. But so that's 8 hours. Also, they do stay up later here. But that's all for you, Holly. That's all.
And you, Fab, how do you do it? How do you swing it?
oh, you solved it wrong. That's how you
I
do it.
think the
You
leisure
just
time
carry
has
on. I mean, it depends what you have to do. I'm lucky enough that I can organize my own job. So I try not to do anything in the morning, mostly because I have stuff to do in the evening. But if it happens, you just yeah. I mean, I guess you just do it and fuck it.
Eh, I go to
I'm
bed
for
early.
siesta. So
A lot. So,
I mean, it's the same way. I mean, come on, like, what time do you go to bed?
Me?
Holly? No, Holly.
oh, it depends. So, but if I'm working the next day, sometimes it can range between 9 and 10.
Oh
So,
wow. Okay, so I don't know. I find it later. I find nighttime better or
yeah. But
nicer than
I start work
daytime.
at 6 a.m. So there's that.
Yeah, that's different too. Then yeah, I would have to get up at 4. But I like I don't. I could never really fall. If I went to bed at 11, I still wouldn't fall asleep till like 1. So that's just frustrating. Wow, way to bring it down, man. Work in the morning.
Oh God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Just kidding.
Some people love their job.
Oh, and my job is like, I mean, it's a job. The more important stuff happens outside the job.
So I didn't realize you had a dog, Lulu.
I have a dog. He's Murphy, as in the Dropkick Murphys.
Hey, I need to AFK for a little bit to get dinner started. If you need the space, just give me a boot, or I could just take off now. But I will be back.
You're good. You're good.
All
I
right,
have
cool.
10
Yeah.
spots now.
Yeah, no hard feelings if you got to give me the boot because you need the space. That's the first thing I'll guess.
Oh no.
What? What?
What?
The woman just brought me something to be bad with.
The woman?
Yep.
That sounds
What'd she bring
suspect.
you? A child?
She brought me pizza.
Ah, that's got
Uh,
bread in it, man.
I know.
yeah, break your diet.
But she made my favorite.
Well, When I did have a personal trainer, she said, if you're gonna put in the calories, you better work it all out.
Fuck off.
Wow,
So
yeah.
You know, life's so short.
I'm getting
But,
dangerously.
but he works it all out anyway because he's that way.
Getting dangerously close to having to make my cheat days mandatory.
I had a hamburger today, Cerberus, and without the bun, and it was
Woo.
good. It was actually pretty good. Like I had a BLT without the bread, but you know, I knew this would be hard. Like I can't give up the fucking the smoothies. Oh, jeez. It's probably the out of all the drugs and everything I've ever done, like I crave those smoothies, man. I just want it.
smoothies.
Yeah, I make them at home. They're mine. I love them, and apparently they're fattening. So, fuck the world and everything in it.
Well, there's some ways that make smoothies less fattening, though.
Well, whatever.
What
Well, like,
are you putting
well,
yogurt in
server
there or
said like
what?
if you blend the fucking fruit into its purest form, well then you just have all the calories and none of the. I don't know. I forget what he said, but he said smoothies are worse than eating fruit for calories or whatever the sugar or whatever. But I can't.
Yeah, the glycemic index is worse because you're basically pre-digesting it.
Yeah. That's I like. And your body doesn't do any of the work to do it and all that shit. But I can't. I suppose I can, but yeah, I do like them. Probably do eat them less, have them less in winter. So yeah. That's it. I'm gonna really be really strict in winter. But I can't, yeah.
Why is everything good so bad for us?
Well, like it's because
Well,
there is no God.
it's not that it's bad for you; it's just in the amounts that you're eating it.
No, but if it one smoothie a day, that's not just I can. I hate you, Sir. And it was one thing, like it's like when you said that, like then now I still have all the smoothies, but now I enjoy them a little bit less. So that's not very.
So I'm
It's
saving
all
your
your
life
fault.
and ruining your fun.
Yeah, you're totally like, yeah. I'm gonna take you down a peg, and I can't. Oh yeah, now I remember Mason. That's it. I was thinking Mormon. Like, that's not right. I can't remember. When Jello was talking about like, yeah, I mean, yeah, Cerberus has this like is a borderline perfection going on. That's just wrong. Can't have that shit. Food that's good for you still tastes good, but not in the same way bad food does.
Yeah.
Well, that's yeah. I mean, right?
When you can
Like
start
pizza,
adjusting your taste buds too and starting to like
num 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 num
you know.
nums.
But
Pizza is num nums, but the ingredients separate are just nums. But I have to admit, the hamburger without the bun, it's like it's better. Like now I can
Really?
put, yeah. Like I just put like a bunch of lettuce and then the fucking meat on top and the
Yeah.
onions
I
and
hate
stuff.
lettuce. I think lettuce is useless.
Lettuce rocks, man. Lettuce adds to everything. It just makes everything better.
Like if I'm gonna eat greens, I'm gonna make it count like with spinach.
Yeah, but like lettuce counts for nothing. But it's got all this texture and flavor to me, and just I add it to everything. Like if I have an egg and bacon, I just shove lettuce on it, and it's all the better. I
I
could have a
still,
lettuce with the side of lettuce.
I still think you need to get yourself a slow cooker.
I have a slow cooker.
Oh shit! You need to use that. Holy crap, those are
I did
amazing.
use it in winter, but I don't want stews right now.
Well, no,
You
just
don't
make
have to only
roast.
do stew. Yeah, you can
Make
do other
lettuce?
stuff.
Is that what you said?
Wow.
No, roast. You gotta let us on the brain.
Kimchi. You're gonna make kimchi. What?
Yeah. If you like steaks or roasts or anything, but don't want to spend the money to buy really good ones, you just put them in the slow cooker.
Yeah, that I know that. Yeah, I had more of a problem. In-N-Out Burger, lettuce is just there for the texture. Yeah, texture matters though, especially if you're fucking cutting down on other foods, then you want that texture. Like, yeah, like the buns, like the hamburger, right?
Yeah.
So it's like basically the lettuce becomes the bun,
I have
and
problems with lettuce. It never wants to go down my throat. Like it always sticks. Like, and no matter
well,
how finely
there's
I
something
chew
called
it.
swallowing. You need to swallow
No, I
it. And
do,
then
but
you get,
like it's the same problem I have with pills. A lot of times pills will lodge in my throat too. I'm like,
yeah,
"Ah."
a lot of people. I've never had a problem with pills. Oh, that reminds me. Okay.
No, I can swallow the pill, but a lot of times it feels like it
Eventually,
lodges somewhere down in my chest, and then I'm like, oh,
oh,
it's
that
burning a
hurts,
hole in
man.
my esophagus. Ah.
It says here in the bottom, I
Sorry,
just
it's a little
read, you're in
dramatic.
the
Sorry about
show.
that.
Everyone can see and hear you. Good morning.
Have you,
Everybody
have,
can see and hear you.
have you tried actually chewing your food, all special?
I do.
Okay.
Do.
'Cause-
But I might have a defect in my esophagus, actually, that runs in my family, and that might be what's causing it. I need to get a test done.
It does taste the same. I don't know. I have to back up on that. I don't know, but because I've only made stews in the slow cooker, but I could imagine like all the meat would end up the same, just tender, like shredded. But that's why you
you
can
got
buy that cheap meat, and it'll taste like yeah, it's
you
just
got
the
a
same.
really weird and selective esophagus. Pills and lettuce.
Oh, it's not just that, but those are things that
Okay.
those are things that really take forever for me sometimes to wash down, and it really is annoying. And pills are noticeable because they can actually hurt you. Like it'll
Yeah,
cause
they
like
hurt
almost
if
like
they
a
stuff.
yeah.
Like
Oh,
sometimes,
okay.
like
Are you sure you're not eating suppositories instead of pills? Because I don't know what kind of pills you get, but maybe, just maybe, they're not really pills, right? They go
It's the
inside of
wrong end.
you,
It's the wrong
but
end.
yeah, I don't
I mean,
know.
I
I mean,
can swallow pills with no water or anything, like even massive horse type pills. But
Really?
but I know, yeah, but I know many friends who've had trouble swallowing pills, and I'm just like, just do it, just swallow. I don't know, like I'm like Fabio, like just swallow it. Like if you swallow, that helps.
So in
Go
your throat,
down.
there's these little lines that like I don't know, they're like these little ridges in your throat. And my family seems to have this problem where the ridges like just keep going when they should go smooth at a certain point.
Hey,
And
you
what
guys are freaks.
happens, I know, right? It's freaky. And so what happens is sometimes things get stuck, and then they kind of like it'll kind of contract around it, and then it'll kind of slowly slide down. So like you're chewing and chewing and chewing, and then like if you do oops and you're just like slightly big, like you're gonna have a harder problem than maybe somebody else that has something that's
I mean,
normal.
sometimes like I'm like just a child, right? And I just forget to chew all the bread. Like bread has been the one thing that has stuck in my esophagus, and that hurts, man. Like it really hurts but I
Yeah.
just drink a bunch of water, and then that's
Yeah, it's
good.
sort of like angel food cake. I love the taste of angel food cake, but that's
Ew,
one that'll like get stuck real easy.
hate fucking angel food cake. It's such a lie. It's like here's some cake, and then it's not. It's just you should get your thyroid tested. Says April Diamond.
Yeah,
Yeah, but that I
maybe.
don't. It doesn't sound like a thyroid problem. Like her thyroid's too big or something.
No,
It
I
sounds
do
like
have a little bit of a bullfrog thing going on lately, which is fair enough. But I've asked about it.
we should.
They did a
Wouldn't
blood
that be
test.
great if we had the bullfrog thing? Like we could just expand our fucking neck out
Oh God,
in their mating ritual. Look at my neck balls.
my neck balls. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. Pass, Miss. I don't like speedos. She's like neck balls. Wow.
I don't like neck balls, but it would be kind of cool. Like if we had more obvious mating physical things. Like
Oh my God.
Every season, our hair would go all different colors just to attract the
Is
opposite
this
sex.
William Freeman?
Yeah.
What?
Wow, William Freeman says hi. God.
William, I'm going to put in the link. You can join if you dare. I
He's
haven't
on
talked to him in ages.
he's on Brojo's and Vince's all the time.
Oh, that's funny. As long as we don't talk politics, we'll be okay. As soon as we
Yeah,
talk
right?
politics,
Like
it
I was
goes
just
like
getting ready
south
to
really
say
fast, me and William.
So when he comes in, don't say "Yay, Trump."
Ew, who would say that?
Someone trying to start a fight.
Ew. Ew. Just shake it off. Shake it off.
Shake it off, shake it off. Don't make me put Katy Perry on singing punk music.
Well, then maybe I would like know who she was finally. I mean, I definitely know the name, right? But
I don't know how you can not know who Katy Perry is. She was fucking singing at the Super Bowl some years ago with
yeah,
baby
like I watched
sharks
the
around
Super
her.
Bowl. Even if I was in the States, I wouldn't watch the stupid Super Bowl. American football sucks ass. Like it's terrible. It's boring. Downs and 10 yards, and then you back up, and then you shut the ball and hut. No.
I love
And
I love the Christians that took apart like Katy Perry's like Super Bowl thing, and they were like, clearly she's what was it? What's that? The triangle like cult thing that they always
oh,
Illuminati. They were like saying she's Illuminati because she came out and like an Egyptian and like
of
like
course
she's
she's Illuminati.
Illuminati. Nah, I'm not a big football fan. See, here's where I'm a weirdo. I like baseball.
Really? Okay?
Yeah, football's football is I don't know. It's just a bunch of guys going "Ugh, ugh," and they're running into each other and they're patting each other in the butts.
Well, I can agree, I guess, a little bit. It used to be a lot more entertaining when people would still like almost die. That doesn't happen anymore.
They bring out the little cart.
Yeah.
I don't know. If I want violence, I'll go to hockey.
Well, it's kind of my point, right? They took the hockey out of football, and they made it worse.
There's a debate about what's more violent, rugby or football, and it seems like football is sustaining more long-term concussion injuries, but then like instant like, oh, that just happened to his arm seems to happen to rugby.
Oh no, it's hard. It's hard to tell because the guys are hitting a lot harder in football. That's why they have more padding, but they're like also a lot bigger, so it doesn't look like it hurts as much. But you know, when an almost 400-pound lineman hits a quarterback and flips him up in the air, you could tell that it hurts.
What if football had weight classes like boxing?
They kind of do. It's called lineman, and then everyone else. They just all, get intermixed. Okay?
Or what if basketball had like up to this height in this league and up to this height in this league?
I don't know. Like, maybe? I get the feeling that what would happen is it would just be like another WNBA.
Where it exists, but nobody will watch it. Actually,
Yeah, well, I mean,
they're
I'm
like
sure.
the superheroes of the group.
Yeah, like it's like I mean, some people watch WNBA, right? They're good. They're good athletes and stuff, but people that watch sports, they generally want to watch the tippy top of the athletes.
See, I feel morally conflicted with MMA just because it's so brutal. It's like a cockfight to me.
It's not even that brutal. You can't even punch to the back of the head.
You're not allowed to choke people to death. It's not that brutal.
There's no fish hooking.
Oh, that reminds me of Gangs of New York, the fish hook.
There's no punches to the crotch. Oh,
I don't know what's happening.
What?
We hear a lot of noise, but we don't know what's
Yeah,
happening
it's
over there.
fucked up. I just wanted to say, can I just say buck? Buck. I took Murphy. I always put Murphy's leash in this big bowl of coins. You know, the small coins, 5 and 10 and 20. And it's a giant bowl. And it knocked over as I grabbed his leash. And so now I have a giant pile of coins on the floor, which I just found out they don't sweep up very easily.
Ah.
So I'll just pick it up in the morning. It's fine.
Oh dear.
Fuck. And only the 5-cent ones are magnetic, so all my magnets won't help.
Oh.
yeah.
Right.
I think that was a bit too much sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut on your pizza?
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh man, you need to shut up right now. Don't even
What?
oh my god.
No. He needs to
That's
explain
so horrible.
what the fuck is on your pizza.
Oh my god, you're a
It's-
terrible Midwestern flyover country boy.
It's ham, pineapple, and sauerkraut.
Oh my god, you need to go to you need to repent. Repent to the pizza god.
I just looked at Fabio,
sauerkraut,
and I was
pineapple.
expecting him to pick up his chair and throw it at the camera.
Oh, Cerberus.
It's
Oh
I
no,
take back
no,
all
no,
the
no.
perfect stuff like that. You are so imperfect.
If he likes it, I'm fine.
I mean,
Sir, you eat what you
as long as
deserve.
I don't have to eat it, yes, but I still can that's just wrong. That's just wrong.
that and peanut butter sandwiches and chili. Yeah, try that too.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Actually.
I feel like that should be Fabia's second law. You eat what you deserve.
Sauerkraut and pineapple actually doesn't sound that. But then it's not really pizza. It's just bread with some shit on it.
I mean, not to insult pizza, but isn't that what pizza is?
Yeah, but is there certain shit on it that makes it pizza? I don't know. Sauerkraut. I mean, none of those ingredients by themselves are awful. They're just not pizza. It's like German stew or schnitzel or whatever.
I don't know. When you bake it inside in a real fire or a real it's not really a pizza oven, it's just an outside baking thing oven.
Do I like that? I don't like bacon on my pizza either.
It it dehydrates some of the stuff, so the pineapple isn't as strong and the sauerkraut isn't as strong as you imagine it.
Yeah, but
It's actually really good.
Just have a German dish then. Don't call it pizza.
I mean, I could call it German pizza, but
You can call it whatever you want. I don't give a shit.
You can cut off the pizza part and just call it something.
I have to. I've never seen sauerkraut on a pizza, as offered as a topping.
Whatever it is, it's the food of Hydra.
it's the food of Hydra. There's a few places that do pizza that have sauerkraut. You have to ask though. The chain pizza places don't do it.
I gotta take Murphy out and then going to bed, you guys. This was fun.
Yeah, good night.
You're on my notifications.
Be
Pick up your
safe.
sauerkraut. Stuck it right in the air.
Bring a light with you.
Okay. Why? Oh, I have to find the shit.
I don't know. It's dark over by where I'm at night, so I don't know.
Yeah, but you walk around with a flashlight?
Uh huh.
Like, does it get dark where you are?
Where I am,
Aren't you close? Aren't you close to LA?
there's a place where I'm at where
Hey, it gets dark
it
too,
doesn't have
Cerberus.
the street lamps, so yeah, it's really dark.
Uh,
You
Well,
got
sometimes I take
coyotes everywhere.
there's a light on my. I use the flashlight on my phone when he takes a shit in this areas and I can't find it. So then I find it and then I swoop it up. Fall is the worst time to try and find shit because all the leaves, all shit looks like
Look,
leaves.
if your dog poos and you have to pick up the poo, you need to see where it is.
That's what I just said. That's why I use the flashlight on my phone. So if Murphy poos, then I can find it.
So I'm not nuts.
No, but I don't use it like to guide my way. But I know, like around my sister's house too, it gets really dark. Like there's no street lamp. Well, there's some street lamps, but here it's it's a city, so you can't go a couple blocks or can't go.
Well, don't get ran over by madmen and bikes, because they I don't know.
Yeah. There's no madmen this late at night. Or that's when they all come out. Come on, Murray. I know, it's terrible. He's not the kind of dog that like goes crazy when he sees a leash. He's the kind of dog that I have to wake up in the morning and just get him up and make him stand up. Come on, I'm gonna go for a walk. But he's also the kind of dog that once he's outside, then he's a mad dog. Mad dog. Right, honey bunny? Okay. All right. I'll see you guys next time. The Vulcan
Adios.
here. Doei. That's my Dutch for the day.
Wiederwasen.
No, that's German.
Uh,
Muzzle. Doei.
Doei.
Slap lekker. Everybody slap lekker. Which literally means sleep tasty, but whatever. That's what they say.
I don't really know if there's J's and V's in places that don't belong.
Well, the J's here are pronounced like a Y. So, like, my name Jennings becomes Jennings. And other than that, it's a terrible language with terrible grammar rules. Well, it's not terrible. It's just difficult. How do I get out of here, man?
You just hit the X, close the
I
window.
think I'm just gonna shoot you out the airlock. Goodbye.
Right. Bye.
I just threw her out.
She was really sus.
Out the airlock. That was the longest goodbye I've ever seen.
Oh my god, we should play that game again. By the way.
Which game? Oh,
Yeah. They
Imposter?
yeah they made a mod that adds a bunch of different roles.
Oh, really?
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't looked at it.
Like what?
It was like off the top of my head. Instead of, for example, just traitors just being murderers, right? There are different kinds of traitors. One of them's an assassin, and if they can guess your role in a meeting, they get to kill you. But if they guess wrong, they die.
Oh, weird.
Then there's like, I think he's called the cleaner. He can clean up dead bodies. There's a.
That's interesting.
There's a. What was another one?
Oh, that's kind of
Those-
funny.
those are
You
the
just
big
go
ones.
by, you're like cleaning up.
Yeah. There was, man, what was it? Oh, arsonist, which I guess you go around instead of killing people, like straight up, you just dump gasoline all over them. They for some reason don't notice, and then at a certain point, you can light everyone on fire that you've dumped gasoline on.
That's awesome.
There's a swooper where you go invisible for a short period of time, and I think there's a mimic where you can look like someone else for like 5 seconds or something.
Wait, is this on the legit game or is this? Like some other weird, like somebody did like a spoof of it.
It's a mod. It's a community mod. You have to download.
Community mod. Oh, that would be really fun. Oh, can you imagine playing with D? D would be really funny with that. She's so funny when she plays.
Yeah, but there's a bunch of different kinds of classes for even like the good guys. I forget what they're called, crewmates. And then there's some special bad guys that are like I think they're called a jackal, where they can convert crewmates. There's only the head jackal can kill, but they can convert crewmates over to be on their side. Oh, then there's a jester. Jester's my favorite. He's a one-person team, but if you get voted off, you win.
So the jester wants to get voted off?
Yeah.
So the jester could just make himself look really sus the entire time.
Yeah, which means if someone's being really suspicious, you might not actually want to vote them.
That would be funny to have that in the mix, because that would really fuck things up. Because I like to do that anyway.
There was another game, I can't remember on the top of my head, which had the jester. And the dynamic was kind of like that. I mean, it was a bunch of people and you go around and one of them is the assassin and kills people. And there was a jester, I can't remember. Maybe it was a mod for some other game. I can't remember.
Maybe there's a few of them. They're like was it Town of Salem is one that has like all those different rules in it. I think this is actually a Town of Salem mod that just adds the rules from that game into this game.
I don't know. No, the game I'm thinking about. I mean, I don't want to say it was a CS:GO mod, but it was something like that. So,
was it kind of like was it Trouble in Terrorist Town?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
there you go.
That one. Yeah, they had the jester there.
Yeah, it's really fun, that game. There's a game that I got that's similar that unfortunately is not as good of a price point, so people are less likely to get it. But in that game, you have to do puzzles together. You can't just go run off and do your project. You have to do it together, like an escape room.
Oh, was it the one that you had to defuse a bomb?
Kind of, yeah. It was like things like defusing a bomb, or like it's similar to not Imposter. What is Imposter? What's the game that we're talking about?
Oh God, you made me forget.
Oh my God.
Oh, I was going to have to open up Steam. That's what I'm going to have to do.
Well, the Imposter game. I can't believe I don't remember. I've only played it a billion times. Right now I can think of Block and Load, though, which I played twice.
There you go, Among Us. That's it.
Among Us. There you go. Yeah, there's another game like that where it's like 1930s and fancy graphics and stuff, and you work together and do projects together. But like that one is different because you have to do projects together. You can't just run off on your own. So it makes it almost trickier to kill people because like people keep constantly following you.
Oh, he had her back.
There's the Ghost game too that everybody plays, and that one's good. But I actually literally get scared in that game.
I want to play the Ghost game.
I get scared. I'm such a coward.
See, I never bother buying it because I don't get scared by games.
Yeah, but I bet you would enjoy listening to your friends shriek.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Like, there's definitely fun to be had in that game. Plus, the way your mind works, I think you would enjoy that game just figuring out what the ghost is.
See, what's it called again?
Phasmophobia.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a good game. It's just I don't play it as much as everybody else because I get wigged out by it sometimes. The one that's
oh,
the little kid freaks me out.
Tatted Bitch Tits plays it.
I like playing with Tatted because he too gets freaked out, and that makes me feel better.
Yeah, big, strong fatso like him getting all
I know,
freaked out.
right? He's all he's a big old guy. He's like, shit.
And Billy's right. Among Us is another good one.
Yeah.
Hell, I saw Frank put up a thing. He was streaming VR Cards Against Humanity. I'm like, I bet you they don't have the WTF deck.
We should play Cards
probably
Against
not.
Humanity, but I don't think I'll be able to keep my channel if we do.
You can't stream it the way we play it, though.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Get yourself
We'll get
canceled. Canceled.
we'll be canceled.
You remember that guy? Canceled.
So I haven't played Town of Salem, but now you're intriguing me.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about before. It's free. It's like an in your browser kind of game.
Oh, okay.
There's some other game that seems like a more advanced version of that, where you're a bunch of dudes on a ship and you get like stuck in ice or something like that. You
Oh
know?
yeah. I forget what it's called, but I know exactly what you're talking about because you have
Yeah,
to go
right.
out
It
and get
looks
dynamite and
really
stuff.
interesting, but
Yeah.
it's definitely like a cross between Among Us and like Town of Salem, and like there's some shit going on in there. There's like always a betrayer, and part of the thing is to find out who it is, but part of it is also the survival aspect of this game. I really wish I could remember the name of that game. It's looked really interesting to me, but I'm not about to play that game with randos. Like it's got to be, like if I'm playing with you guys and one of y'all bring a friend, that's not a rando, right? Like I don't have to know everybody that I'm playing with, but I certainly am not just going to get it without knowing that other people are going to get it.
Yeah. I played Mafia the card game like in real life with people. Like that's fun. Where you have like maybe a group of 20 people or 15 people, like a pretty large group usually it does better. And then like you deem like one person's the preacher or a doctor depending on how you play. One there's like maybe X amount of mafia that's appropriate for the number of players that you have, and then there's a sheriff, maybe two, depending on the appropriateness of the players, and it's the same concept. Yeah. So um I always just play with a regular deck of cards for mafia. But yeah, I used to love mafia, so that's probably why I like Among Us for sure. Now I want to play Among Us. Look what you did to me, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll have to download it again.
Phasmophobia.
Yeah, that too. Except I'm a scaredy cat with that one. Plus, like I'm like not experienced like you guys, so you're like go 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 go, and I'm like, I threw
There's so
down
much
the
new stuff. I'm not
stuff.
experienced anymore either.
Your own mafia game called them a cult, man. I don't know what the characters would be in that, but geez. Find the dissenter.
I like the idea of Mick Cult, like you know, certain fast food chain.
Destroying the golden arches. Oh man. I don't know what I'm gonna do for dinner tonight. I'm thinking about it. I have time. It's only like 4. But I don't know what to make.
Roast.
Ew.
Ew. Ew.
I'm so not a Midwesterner like you.
What's wrong with roast? Roasts are awesome.
Just really heavy sounding right now.
I cheated for dinner. I just broke up a box of golden curry.
Okay.
Wait, just curry? Nothing else?
No, I chopped up some veggies and stir fried them for a little while.
I was like, what the fuck?
And some, cubed up some steak. But I didn't like spend all day grinding spices or nothing. Like it's like a stew pellet. You know what I mean? It's kind of cheating. It's not really cooking.
Cheat to win.
There, April has a good idea. Stir fry.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it started out as a stir fry. Then I added some water and some I don't know what you call it, like condensed stew pellets. Some curry.
You have a good night, Fabio.
Bye-bye. Cheers.
Good night, Fabio.
Ciao.
Well, wait, what?
Condensed stew pellets.
Whenever I hear pellets, I think of like some sort of animal food. Or poo.
Oh.
It's pellet's the wrong term. It's like a bouillon cube. I would call that a pellet.
Cubes. Oh man, you should know that it's gonna drive me crazy. What's the name of that stuff that's? It's kind of like condensed stock, but it's really thick.
I bet you're thinking of better than bouillon.
What?
Better than bouillon?
No, I mean, it is, but that's not it.
Well, there's this stuff that comes in a jar.
Yeah,
wait, are you thinking of like consommé? Like
Is
beef
that it?
consommé?
Yeah, I think so.
Beef consommé. Yeah, but that's it. I don't know if you do anything other than beef. Yeah, that's not stock. Man, I watched a video on how to make it. I was like, not worth it. I don't like French dips that much. And jus is not jus without consommé, in my opinion.
Cheshire's Vic's memes make me sad. Can she get better at memeing, please? Can someone help her?
I mean, I could, but I think it'd just make you sad in a different way.
Like they're just like, I'm like, oh, that's just not a good meme.
So are we going to play a game, or are we going to play some Among Us or some Phasmophobia or something? Was that
fun.
actually being talked about, or is that like a future thing?
It's a future thing for me because I don't have anything. I just redid my computer like a couple weeks ago, so I got nothing on it.
I would love to do like an event. Like I just need to know when people are available, and I'll stream it if it's not like Cards Against Humanity and it's something like like the game, I could do that. But yeah. Whoa, wait a minute. Breaking news. Who's seen Shani's latest IG post? Is Rev gone?
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Um, let
Hey,
me
sir, do
see.
you want to review some Rev and Shani with us?
I just
I
want
mean,
to
I don't care.
find.
Sounds right up your alley, my dude. There you go. Nikki P wants to play a game.
Cool. Yeah, we'll have to do that.
All right, Nikki, we're talking about both Phasmophobia and Cards Against Humanity. Not Cards Against Humanity. Among Us.
Among Us. Yeah. So I'm
Why you say
looking
it like that?
because I'm thinking and reading at the same time. I'm trying
It's
to figure
Among
out.
Us.
What did I say?
I don't know. I can't even say it like that.
It means that my brain like was reading and computing certain information, and whatever I said just spit out something. I don't know what it was. So sorry.
Yeah, where would Rev go? Maybe he'd go stay with his uncle.
So I don't know. I have them blocked on Instagram. So I don't know like the Instagram thing at all. So I don't know. But
Is there any way of getting her a link that she can just play? I don't do Instagram, so I can't.
yeah. Oh wait, Nar's giving us the rundown. Rev is taking a break. He'll be back when the swelling from his face. Oh God.
That makes sense.
So, Jello, I got a link for you to check out.
Oh God, I hope it's porn.
No.
I know it wouldn't be porn coming from you. That's the thing. Normally, when people give me links, I'm like, I don't click links from weird people, and I would always click your. I mean, not that you're not a weird person. You're really weird. But yeah, what's the link? Where is it? I don't see it.
It's in the private chat. So if you,
Gotcha.
yep.
Someone preserved all of them,
Nice.
right?
All bad cards, it's called.
Yeah.
And yeah, it pretty much was all bad cards.
Oh man, that was the first time I ever played Cards Against Humanity, and like I was more innocent back then, and like I had to say things that I never thought would come out of my mouth because it's Cards
Well,
Against
if you
Humanity.
wanted to win, you did. If you wanted to win, you did. Like, because everybody around you is doing really funny shit, and you're like, I don't want to say the funny stuff. Well, then you're not gonna score them points.
I remember like everyone else was laughing and you were having a very not good time.
I was like, I'm sorry.
But watching her squirm was part of the enjoyment for me. So like her having less good of a time caused me to have more good of a time. So you can always be glad of that, sir.
Like I realized that she wasn't having a good time when she had to read out what I think it was.
No, we don't need to share.
They would say
We don't need to share, sir.
Don't need to share any of them. It wasn't even one of the worst ones. It was.
Thing is, if they ever played with the WTF deck, they know why we don't want to say it. And if they didn't, then they missed out on a place and in time.
Oh my god! I just realized something. You can play Cards Against Humanity also on that site.
Nice. Who needs pretend you're sexy? Oh shit! Is this it?
Oh god!
Oh. Jesus fuck! Oh. Muto Nigawa. Oh. Oh, oh, oh. Muto Solo. Why? Why? What? Why? Why? Just why?
I don't know. Hatman made it. Shout out to Hatman.
All right. I don't think that's the Instagram video they were talking about.
No, but it's what I found.
I mean, I hated that. I mean, like, it's really hard to express my feelings on it because,
Yeah, Hatman, if you haven't checked out Hatman's channel, let me find it. I'll
Hello.
link it.
Hey, what up?
How you doing, Jello?
Long time.
Yep. How you doing, Serb?
Oh, not too bad right now. I just discovered something, so I'm happy.
What'd you discover?
That someone memorialized all of my cards I made and then put on another site.
You mean the Cards Against Humanity?
Yep.
Nice.
Oh my god, they even put the translations on here.
There is something I want to talk to you about whenever you have time, but that could mean whatever.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming you meant Serb, not me.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I like that they put all three of my decks on here in one deck, and then next to all the other decks that are obviously going to be offensive, they put highly offensive.
Jello, I need to ask, why do you have that gif of the guy just going like I don't know, it's giving me seizures.
That he's laughing? I could put up a different gif of someone laughing.
No, I don't know. It's
It's a short, repetitive thing. That's what it is. It kind of gets on you.
Here, how's this? Is this better?
I think so.
Why are you even using GIFs?
The reason why I think that one's better is because you can watch the rebound and like the tongue rebounds, and then also the wiener rebounds. When say wiener on purpose.
I really dig his side runs.
Yeah, it kind of remind me of that video peer review made of G-Man. What the fuck was he eating? A Mars, like a Mars bar or something? He had a loop where he went back and forth. Pew made it look like, G-Man was like sucking on it. I don't know. I remember. I don't know what the fuck that was. Never
If
mind.
I fucking get reported for this, I'm gonna be so mad because it's literally a hot dog.
I got a bunch of different sausage ones.
I mean, who's gonna report you?
One of your ex-friends or current friends, depending.
Hey.
I mean, I might if I really thought it was funny enough.
What?
That just looks dangerous.
Yeah, right.
I don't recommend doing that. Like it might get stuck in your throat.
She's clearly in heaven right now. See?
I'm pretty sure that'd be me or Danny. Actually, Danny.
In your
That's probably
experience,
closer to Danny.
in your experience in an EMT call, have you ever had somebody have that much stuff stuck in their mouth like that?
No, because like stuck like that isn't a problem. And honestly, if someone gets something stuck in their throat and they haven't gotten it out by the time we get there, they're probably dead.
Can you please take away David Silverman with a hot dog? I don't want to see that.
What, mine? This one?
Yeah, I don't like that one.
Oh, okay.
But
Here,
it's a hot dog.
There you go. That's better.
Is that offensive? I don't know whether that's offensive or not.
I usually put this one up when someone gets judgy over one of my gifts.
Of course.
He just looks like he's judging me. Like whatever it
Wait,
is.
wait, hold on. Is he judging you, or is he judging you, or the people, or the or the other
Well,
people? Or other
yeah, I think it's a you in general, right? Like he just looks like he's judging.
Yeah. Like what the hell?
Like, all kinds of dumb shit.
I'm so glad I'm not Shanny. Like, who the hell wants to be Shanny anyway?
Boy, there's an original statement I bet no one's ever said.
It may not be original, but hey, it's true.
There, I put in a GIF too. We can GIF it up.
Some things are cliche for a reason.
I would like to psychically control Shanny for one day.
Why?
I'd rather be Shanny than Rev.
So I could turn to Rev and scream run.
Why did
No,
I
no,
just
no.
think of those videos where they're like run?
No. See, sir. Here's the thing. You will probably take control of Shani, and they spend a year or two getting her life on track, and then leave, and her saying, "What the fuck happened? Why am I skinny?"
No, that's like a decade long recovery there.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like I have shit to do. That's not happening.
Yeah, makes sense. Life is so weird.
Plus, with my luck, if I got her to exercise while I was controlling her, she'd probably just give her a heart attack.
and then you'd be called to where she is and be like, I tried to help you, but you died.
Yeah.
Well, you'd have to like ramp her up on exercise. You couldn't just be like going crazy like you do.
So Midnight, here's a life tip. If you ever accidentally kill someone and no one knows about it, never show up to the funeral.
Wait a
Wait.
minute. If you were expected to show up to the funeral,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It would
Nah.
look bad if you didn't.
Just don't show up. Just
But I feel like that would be more suspicious if you didn't.
yeah.
I don't know. Whatever.
I don't know.
So, oh wow, you've been on air for a while.
You judging me?
No, I was just saying, like I didn't know whether you just went live now or because I was in Speed of Sound's stream before. I decided to leave because I'm like, yeah, okay, might as well leave. He was gonna end in 10 minutes anyway.
Yeah.
I figured I'd come in here because I saw you were live.
Yeah,
And notice
just chilling.
Serb.
See, the thing is, it takes like an hour for YouTube to tell me that someone went live.
Yeah, that's gay.
All right, so I'm just never gonna go into Speed's channel. It's just not. It's gonna rarely happen.
Well, we do miss you over there.
Yeah. Me.
I've been feeling so good these past 2 weeks.
Like I really don't want to tell. I really don't want to tell Speed, but I have zero interest in trying to learn biology from a layman. So
I mean,
Ouch.
I don't think he'd be. I don't think he'd be offended by that. You don't want to learn biology from a layman. That's fine.
Yeah.
Like there's many people out there you could talk to that are not laymen. Like Sam.
I could, or I could just like talk to a coworker at this point.
Well, that too.
What if
Yeah.
it's not just a layman, but what if it's someone like Vaughn and their idea of biology is so wrong that it's kind of funny? Would you want to listen to that, Serb?
Jello.
Or
Here's the thing.
maybe.
Here's the thing. Von Helden is below a layman. That I can't think of a good term for him, but
That was
no.
my point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a,
I know.
idiot.
I'm just
Exactly my point.
yeah.
We have words for below layman. Idiot.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Well, I thought it would be like ignorant, right? Like idiot's different.
Well,
Idiot, somebody that claims like they know what they're doing. Ignorant could be like, I don't know enough about that subject. I decline to talk
well,
about it. Right?
I mean, luckily, luckily, whatever. Von Helden is both. He's an idiot and ignorant.
Mm.
I've never seen Vaughn shy away from a subject and say, I don't know much about that. I think he'll be balls to the wall in anything. Pick a subject. It could be quantum physics. I bet Vaughn has something to say about it.
I mean, I bet you anything he doesn't understand anything about it, but yeah.
I need to sit down and create a made-up subject and make up some terminology and some random things to say about it to make it seem like it's real, and see how far people like Von just agree with me or disagree with me.
Say, God damn it, I can't speak. Sir, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. Now that you said it, you have to do it.
You could even make a whole channel like that. Just explaining the shit that doesn't
Serbology, or I don't know. No,
No,
that's too
can't be that
nose.
obvious.
Yeah,
Just
that's too
make up
nose.
a bunch of terms for all sorts of subjects and just see how far people go along with it.
I mean, isn't that how cults are made?
Basically.
I can't join your cult, sir, because I said I was going to join Christopher Mowdy's cult.
He'll never make one.
Christopher Mowdy is too nice.
He's too busy smelling things.
Well, that
I
too.
mean, in my opinion, until the cult leader makes you drink the Kool-Aid, you can pretty much join as many cults as you want.
Oh, I just realized someone needs to take one of those pictures of Biden smelling people and Photoshop in Mowdy's face.
Oh, God.
That's insulting to Mowdy. What the fuck?
No, it's not. It's literally what he does.
Don't do that, because that is in creeper territory.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do that. It's initially funny, except you know where people go with that. So
Oh, come
Yeah.
on. I got Ozymandias in a cannibal meme. See if I can find
Wow.
that.
So this is me sniffing Mowdy's armpit. And I think this kind of a meme is perfectly acceptable.
You got some weird fetishes, Jello.
No, he's a smell scientist.
Yeah, this picture was actually
God damn it.
Mowdy with another dude's face in his armpit. I just replaced that dude's face with my face.
Well, wait, hold on. Okay, maybe I'm just blind as fuck, but isn't it a black guy?
Oh,
I don't know.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I'm mixed. I am half black from the waist down.
Sorry, Jello. I just
The Photoshop is kind of a rough Photoshop job. It's really darkened. Yes.
Yeah, I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So it's like in the shadow.
This is so weird.
I feel awkward. Can we change the picture?
Yeah, please.
I'm looking for one of my memes that's internet acceptable for your channel.
Are you saying you're becoming aroused and you don't like it? Does it scare you?
I am bisexual, so maybe.
Everybody's what, 5% Mowdy sexual? Is that what you say, Jello?
That's my everybody in the world is at least 5% Mowdy sexual.
Yeah, Jello, just you know what? Whatever. I'll just ignore it.
If you haven't, oh God.
Here, have a coconut.
Oh,
delicious coconut.
Okay. Why?
That's one way to kill the arousal.
Yeah, right. Look at Von Helton. Wait, is that?
That's not long.
Oh, I am
That's
blind.
definitely Rancam. I heard people are worried that he might not be alive.
I haven't heard anything from him for a while.
Like, all I know is that he was in Puerto Rico, hit by the storm. He did
Wasn't
message
he in the
after the
DR?
storm.
I think he was in the DR.
Was it Dominican? Oh, maybe it was that. I don't know. But like, he's just gone quiet. Like this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Radio silent completely. Haven't heard anything on his channel forever.
And usually when people go quiet, one of two things happen. They're that. Well, no, three. They could be better. You've gotten
Sometimes
better.
they get a real life.
Yeah, you get a real life. There's that. Option number 2, incarcerated. Option number 3, deceased. So
Option number 4, unless you said it already, they're living their own lives.
that was
lives
option
not
number
yet-
1.
Okay, I didn't hear that.
Working for a call center somewhere. Yeah, no, I'm concerned.
Yeah, I don't know who in the world would be in contact with him though. Because honestly, while the fundies feign that they care about each other, they don't. So they're not really. They're not
I
in each
mean,
other's
well,
lives.
Rand ostracized himself from every. I mean, there are definitely people. Yeah, no, I won't go with the groupthink that much on that one. But I'll say that Rand did a lot to ostracize himself from everybody. Like, there's so many people that are in the fundy group that we know that can't get on board with the flat Earth thing. You know, he almost went completely away from the religious debates and got into conspiracy theory, flat Earth, Mandela effect, that kind of stuff.
Oh God.
I miss Rand though.
Yeah. I don't know him that well, but
All right, I put my face on the milk carton.
well, but here's the thing, Speckle, we can't see you because you're sharing Jello.
No, I meant like not my face. Sorry, I put a little PSA out on the ticker. Have you seen this man,
Oh.
Cam? Where is he now? There you go.
He seems to be happy in these pictures.
Oh, I got a really good one. Check this one out. This is him from like the 80s.
that actually is really good.
Is that really him? Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Look at that jawline. It's totally him.
Looks like a. I mean, he looks like a Guido.
Wow.
What? I'm just saying, from that time and place, look at him. Look
He
at
does
that
have an
fucking pocket square.
interesting story. I mean, when he's not completely bullshitting, like his actual story is very interesting.
When I was playing him, I used to do a bit where, if someone would say something about my manners, I'd say, "What do you expect? I was raised by wolves," which really is close. Like that's. It's not dead on. Like everything I did wasn't exactly Rand, but it was parody,
Yeah.
Do you have a video to one of the one with you and Super Joker? If you can link it in private chat, I'll play it. I get a kick out
Oh
of this.
Jesus!
I have it downloaded somewhere.
You have it downloaded?
Yeah.
I don't even have Super Joker's channel. Let me think.
I'm gonna have to hide a fucking. I'm gonna have to put a pillow over my head or something. It's hard for me to watch myself.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I personally really hate my voice, but my partner thinks it's sexy, so I don't know.
I mean, well, I was doing someone else's voice, but it's just every time I hear myself do something stupid, it makes me cringe real hard.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to look at my subs to see if I know at one point I had Super Joker, but I don't know if I do. anymore.
Yeah, that's someone I really wish would make videos again. Fuck, he was funny.
Yeah, he was. Some people didn't take his humor very well, but I don't know. Like I always thought he was at least fun and not super mean. Like he was,
Well, look, he did some mean humor, but there was never maliciousness about it. Like
right.
even when when we did that debate, his big question was, I don't even know if I should do Nadia right now because like I got the beard and everything.
Oh
And
yeah.
and I was the idiot that said, "Nah, that'll make it more funny."
It's like the one that it's the one complaint she had.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and he was 100% right. And as a matter of fact, I'll say it. We probably shouldn't have done that. Or he shouldn't have done. But it was, but but I thought it would be.
It had an unintentional effect. Yeah, for sure.
But it had the same effect that he was taking into consideration. He's a sweet guy. Like he's sweet, thoughtful, and very smart, very funny. Yeah, someone I'd like to have around some more.
I guess he graduated to real life, or he also needs to be put on a milk carton.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure he got real life thing. Hey, Robbie, what up, buddy?
Yeah, he must have deleted his channel or something. He's not there anymore. Nope.
I laugh when I see Robbie. He looks so much like a comedian that I watch, Bob Kelly.
Bob Kelly.
Bob Kelly.
Bedharian. It's not a cult.
When I was a kid, well, the late teens, whatever, early 20s, a friend of mine, a group of friend of mine, there was kind of this party house that a bunch of us hung out at. A few people like rented it, and the rest of us just brought beer all the time, right? But they started a cult. It was called the Divine Universal Hallucination, or DUH.
Hello?
Hi.
Damn it! No, don't respond. Listen, whenever something like that happens, you have to let it go for a good couple seconds.
Oh, it's a Pavlovian response for me. I just respond with hi.
Oh, I see. You guys were fucking with me. All right.
No, we weren't. That's why I'm upset.
Not at all. I was actually telling a story just before you said hello.
Sir, always a jokester.
No, he's not.
I mean, really, just when the opportunity arises sometimes.
Become a bed Harry and definitely not a cult. Join the cult of self-improvement.
There's plenty of self-improvement cults.
Do you know any?
Speaking of cult, watch this weird show on Hulu, I believe it was. It's what was that show called with the wannabe Daryl Hannah?
Wannabe Daryl Hannah.
Beyond what 9 Perfect Strangers. It's called.
Oh.
And who's the wannabe Daryl Hannah bitch? What's her name?
Nicole Kidman.
Nicole Kidman. She's a obnoxious beanpole.
She's obnoxious?
Yeah, I don't think I've liked anything she was in.
Oh, Nicole Kidman? She's actually pretty good. There, it's fixed. What the fuck?
That's Renee.
That's my favorite picture of Renee, and she hates it for some reason.
Is it because she has something in her mouth?
No,
There, it's fixed. What?
she doesn't like it. So this is partially an inside joke. I
Okay.
took this photo she didn't like into Photoshop and took the heel brush and just
smeared
ran the
it.
heel brush over her whole face, and this is what Photoshop decided needed to be fixed.
What? What is even?
So I looks like all it did was like copy her hair down over her face.
Yeah, well, when
fuck?
she dyed her hair pink at a certain point, and then like she always had like these pictures that we'd have, and they're always like kind of funny, and then she'd be like, "Stop it!" And then whatever picture Serb had, she asked like, "Stop it," and then he healed it.
And on top of it all, she's button cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it when Godless Girl's like, "Show me your face, show me, you catfish," and then she's like, "Okay," and then Godless Girl's like, "Oh." And I don't have anything to yell about. Damn. Moving on.
I would show a picture of Renee, but I think that would constitute doxing. She's not around
No.
enough anymore.
She doesn't
She
like
doesn't
it.
want. She doesn't want to be
She
left.
doesn't like it when we show pictures of her, and it makes me sad.
Leave her alone. You can show
Okay.
pictures of your dog. Oh, Rob Beasley. Oh my God. Rob Beasley, man. I mean, he's like the only person. This is the guy. He's the only person that we've seen live carted off to a sane asylum live on Dead. Like, oh, I just read that Renee is dead. Wow, live on
On air.
live on air. Yeah, like I don't think anybody has like.
Like
That was
it
weird.
was all kind of funny, but my favorite part is when he tried to barricade the door that opened out into the hallway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
So this guy would come in and be like, "I am enlightened, and you can be enlightened," and he'd talk about like this Gnostic kind of theology and stuff like that. And then he'd be like, "You can feed the good wolf or the bad wolf." And he wrote a really terrible book.
This was a great picture. This is where John May kept telling him, "You're sick. You need to go to the doctor." He kept telling him to go to the doctor, go to the doctor. So he went to his general practitioner and took a picture of him and his son standing in front of this, like the board that told you where all the doctor's suites were and stuff, you know. It's
Yeah.
fun.
I'm not insane. I'm going to go to the doctor and prove it. Doctor puts you in an asylum.
Right? The doctor was like,
He's going to go to his podiatrist and talk about narcissism online.
And that was it too, wasn't it? Wasn't he there for his kid and he was just going to talk to the doctor?
I don't think he was taking doctor's appointments at that time. I think he was just lying. I think he took his kid, like you said, and then said, "The doctor said I'm fine."
So the weaponization of Rob Beasley. So Sugar Rhodes decided she had enough of being giggled at and started weaponizing Rob Beasley on people that she didn't like. So Rob Beasley hounded me for 3 months straight about sexuality constantly. Endless hounding. I mean, endless, like non-stop. And you'd block his sock and he'd bring out another one and another one and another one and another one. It was like Rob Beasley's everywhere. So many Rob Beasleys. And then some of them I don't even think were Rob Beasley. They were like trolls being
I
Rob
was
Beasley.
subscribed to so many Rob Beasley
There's so
channels.
many. and like it was endless. And so like for me it was like sexuality, and then for Renee it was like Renee is dead, which is not creepy at all, let me tell you.
I hope you were able to enjoy it as much as I would, because like
Sometimes he got pretty fucking creepy.
yeah,
Like,
but like first of all, the guy was
he was in Australia, thank God. Right?
physically ineffectual and
Yeah.
in Australia.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, as far as I see it, all the fear was completely removed.
The fact that he's the fact that he's far away, and again, like you said, like
Yeah,
unarmed.
but it
Yeah.
doesn't really stop people from feeling fear, when they feel it. I know
No, he triggered me a couple times, but like it was because he was just so out there creepy.
Well, okay, so who's creepier, Steve or him?
Beasley.
This dude decided that
It's a different kind of creepy.
yeah,
Fair
this
enough.
guy decided that he needed to have the sex talk with a 15-year-old boy
Live on air.
online, and
Mhm.
he like set up
One
a
that he
date.
doesn't know.
One that he doesn't know, and he set up a date to do this, and he was announcing it to the internets that he was going to do this
Right.
because it was the right thing to do in his
And I
crazy
thought I
fucked
was
up mind.
autistic.
Yeah,
I
no, the
thought I
guy
was
was just the guy was gone, like
Yeah.
really cray.
Yeah, like it's a whole different category. So like people would ask him like you probably should get off the internet, and like his family was trying to get him off the internet, and then like some people kept putting him back on the internet.
The guy was shaking and twitching dude, you know what? Fuck that, because his wife is the one who brought him the fucking iPhone in when he was in the fucking psych ward. So
Yeah,
like
she was
the
not- she
people
was not
around him
helping.
were completely
Yeah.
what's the word?
Not a complacent.
Complacent.
No. God damn it, I can't think of the word. I know what you mean, but I think complacent is.
Complacent is part of it. Yeah, they were supporting his craziness. They were helping him get worse. So like, I mean, I don't know.
Complicit.
Like,
Thank you. Complicit is the word. Like everybody kept saying complacent, and I was like,
Complicit. But sir, what the fuck?
yeah, sorry, y'all. I'm not a very smart person. Just
I mean, neither am I, Jello. But what the fuck are you
I'm
showing?
witty, and oftentimes people confuse the two. Oh, you say
can't find my
funny things
phone.
that are dumb but sound smart. You should say smart things too. No, there's a difference. Like, there's a big difference. I'm no good at that.
Where'd my phone go?
Just call yourself.
I can't. Hey Siri, there you are.
Yeah,
Found
that'll
it.
always do it. Hey Siri, tell me a string of bad jokes.
Oh God, Siri's like an attitude. She's like, I'm like, shut up.
Hey Siri, go fuck yourself. Have you ever tried that? I think I did once. I don't remember.
Why are you picking on Siri?
Because she's part of the AI overlords. She'll eventually take over.
I feel like she's kind of a know-it-all. It bothers me that she'll like answer me for stuff that I didn't ask her. Start having a conversation with somebody, and here Siri's got to chime in. I don't appreciate that shit.
God damn it, Siri.
And thank you, Hard Atheist. I appreciate that.
So God, oh my God. So Rob Beasley is like, how do I describe him in comparison to all the other weirdos?
Just awful. He's like it was first okay. The problem is that he was very susceptible, and like he
Like almost
got,
like Chris Chan susceptible.
yeah,
Susceptible.
and he fell in with a group of trolls that didn't mind doing kind of fucked up things to him to make him worse.
Yeah.
And one of the things was, in my opinion, one of the young ladies who was one of the friends of one of the trolls, she was like, "Oh, one of the trolls I'm pretty sure she flashed the room that he was in because
Oh.
he got on the show us your tits thing for quite some
Yeah.
time. Like he got
I
real.
have a video of him demanding that from me, and I'm like, no. And he's like, I'm pretty sure when you say no, you mean yes. And I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
you.
but you could
Oh
have the
God,
same video of me. Like
no, no,
let's
no, 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 no,
let's
no, no,
be
no, no.
fair.
Yeah, this is a different kind of like. This is very different. Like he's and the reason why like you don't put him on blast is because like you just know that he's off of his rocker, right? Like and so like when he got carted away, I was like, oh, thank God.
God damn it, Serve. Monkey Mailbags burrito. What the fuck?
That's basically how my text messages come out.
Monkey.
That's almost a direct DM from Holly.
Yeah, I have this habit whenever I have my phone, like it comes out really fucked up, and then like people just like are like, really?
And she doesn't ever bother to read the typos that it puts in. Like she'll just type it and send it. There it is. So there's the message you'll get. Monkey mailbox burrito. And you like, I don't understand. And she's like, I said what I said. Like she won't even bother to check. Like it is what it is, bitch. Deal with it. And you're like, monkey mailbox burrito.
And then I look back and I'm like, God damn it.
Maybe some context would have been helpful. I don't know.
What the fuck? I mean,
This is
The
a
best
weird
USB
picture.
charger ever.
I fucking love that.
Why does this look like something that Sir would draw?
Because
right?
it was something I drew.
Oh, okay. Okay. So that's
It's
your hand.
it's fucking brilliant.
Oh God, Spooky is on to me now.
That explains Speckle's Twitter. Twitter.
Oh my God, Amaros too.
100% true. We all take out our Orphan Annie decoder ring. I don't know who Orphan Annie is, but I'm guessing she can't write well. Or I don't know.
Things happen, okay? What can I say? I'm on the run.
You don't know Little Orphan Annie?
Well, I know
Well,
Orphan
I'll come
Annie,
out
but not the.
tomorrow.
No. I'm assuming you're talking about somebody with that username, not the actual orphan. You know what I mean from the musical.
Did I ever tell you about the time I weaponized Rob Beasley?
I'm pretty sure. No, but isn't that fucked up?
No, it's not. So, the Christian anarchist said, "Come to my room, Deidre. Come to my room. We're gonna talk theology and just chill, and it's a nice chill hangout." And I said, "Okay, cool." So I come into the room and I'm summoned, and then all of a sudden I'm surrounded by the Calvinist mafia. Like it's Matt Slick people. Like it's not Matt Slick himself, but it's like Matt Yester and a bunch of like everybody that's like pretty much like people that repeat
So
Matt
you
Slick
might say you
stuff.
were ambushed.
I was ambushed. So they brought me into that and I was ambushed and it was like a theology discussion and stuff like that. And they're like, come to the room. And then they started just berating me on my theology and just it was like a big time ambush. Like and like I was like, it's cool like if you set up a debate or something, but you just invited me in to get clobbered by a bunch of Calvinists who were like, you better love our God or you hate God. And you have to understand God our way, otherwise you're going to hell. Like it just completely just like they're strong arming me big time.
Honestly,
And
can I? Sorry, finish.
no, and so then I just got mad and I dropped the link to Rob Beasley. I said, "We're talking about God here. You want to come in and talk?" And then Rob Beasley took over the entire hangout.
Ah,
The entire hangout, dude, like was like just Rob Beasley
okay.
only.
Why the fuck? But
So we're moving on.
yeah,
Change your picture, please.
yes.
So,
But go
Wait,
ahead,
me or
finish.
Jello?
Jello.
Because I do want to talk about what you're talking about, but don't add to it. But go ahead.
But like it was because like I got thrown into this lion's den and I was just like, okay. So And I was like, okay, this has got to change. So Jello will bounce back.
That now, now look, telling somebody who's a Christian who genuinely believes they're going to hell unless they unless they change their beliefs, they believe a certain way. Like, well, that can be scary for that person. You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
I don't want to go to hell.
it's considered spiritual abuse. Like a
Yeah,
lot of people would argue that. As you're strange, justice for Jello.
I mean, I consider it regular abuse, but spiritual abuse applies as
Yeah.
well, I guess.
That being said, I do have to go. I guess we have to go pick up something for dinner to eat and make. I
Uh,
don't know what. I should really actually go shopping, but I don't. I I was bad. I have to wait till my next paycheck, which is just this week. So, but
Well,
I think
remember
we have to
the
go something.
Nikki P was one of the people that said she wanted to play. So keep people's names in mind. Maybe a community post on your channel. Let people know you're looking for people to play and what games you're looking for them to play with.
Yeah. So if you have Steam, games that like if you want to interact and play party games with us, uh, it would be fun to do that once in a while, and I might go live with it on YouTube. But games like you might want to look into getting Among Us, and another one would be like Phasmophobia, where it's a ghost hunting game and you ghost hunt together as a team. That's pretty cool. Um, and then sometimes I do Jackbox games too, which are very good and entry level. And all you really need is um, a device to run your Hangout on and to come and visit and talk. And then you would use your phone as your controller. So like those are kind of fun to do as well. So um, if you're interested in that, let me know. Send me DMs, and I can try to figure out what days work good for people and stuff, and round up the usual suspects and then new people as well. So, but I'm gonna actually head out, and I'm gonna end this broadcast. Um, uh, Lucifer says phasmophobia is fun too. It is fun. I just get like a scaredy cat. There's a couple of the ghosts that get on my nerves a little bit that wig me out. So when it comes up behind you and you can hear it in your ear and it's like, ah, and I'm like, ah.
It's gotten so much worse over
Is
the
it
last few
worse?
patches. Like
Oh no.
they sing in your ear. You'll hear
Oh.
heartbeats.
Oh no.
When the hunt starts, you can't even have your flashlight on in the closet, or they'll find you. The last time I hid in a closet from a ghost, they opened it like 3 times during the hunt. I had to close it.
okay,
Yeah.
such a game does not sound like people, the people with high stress can play it, because it just seems like it raises your anxiety levels through the roof.
It does, but it gives you this weird outlet and relief for anxiety too, because when
Yeah.
you win or die, at least it's over,
I don't know if I could handle that game in VR, but it's really cool. There is a cool thing about VR that all the items are handheld, and if you're playing VR, you can actually have 2 items at the same time. Do you be using 2 items at the same time? Or at least you used to could.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't have any electronics on. If you got a squawk box on, you got to turn that sucker off. Oh, Lucifer sounds like he plays it regularly.
Oh yeah, I bet Lucifer would be fun to play with. All right, I'm gonna go. You guys all have a good night. I'll be tweeting my Twitters, and I said what I said.
Monkey mailbox burrito.
Yep.